you. On this very special day, we're all so very happy to wish and to you say. We gather here to tell you, on this very special day, we're all so very happy to wish and to you say. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come on, babe. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come on, babe.
The Merchant of Venice is a captivating play written by William Shakespeare around 1596. Set in Venice, Italy, the play intertwines the elements of comedy, drama, romance, exploring themes of love, friendship, justice, and prejudice. At its heart, the play delves into the complexities of human nature and the consequences of our actions.
The central plot revolves around a merchant named Antonio who borrows money from a rich moneylender named Shylock to help his friend Bassanio court a wealthy lady Portia. Shylock agrees to lend the money but proposes a bond. If Antonio fails to repay the loan within the specified time, then Shylock will be entitled to a pound of Antonio's flesh.
Meanwhile, Portia, bound by her father's will, can only marry a suitor who correctly chooses among the caskets made of gold, silver, and lead. After facing many challenges and trials, Bassanio ultimately chooses the correct casket and wins Portia's hand.
Back in Venice, Antonio's ships, which were the source of his wealth, encounter misfortune at sea, and he is unable to repay Shylock on time. Shylock insists on extracting the pound of flesh as per the contract, leading to a dramatic trial scene where Portia, along with Nerissa, disguises as a lawyer to defend Antonio's case. Let us now meet all the characters. It's better they introduce themselves to you.
I am Antonio, one of the richest merchants of Venice. I have plenty of ships upon the seas. Bassanio is my closest friend.
I am Bassanio, friend of Antonio. I want to marry Portia, a beautiful and rich lady. As I don't have money, I ask my friend for help.
I am Portia, a rich heiress whom Bassanio wants to marry.
I am also Portia. I will disguise as a lawyer.
I am the Prince of Morocco.
And I am the Prince of Aragon.
I am an official in the Duke's Court.
We are the characters of Market C. So without any further ado, let's begin the play. Lights, camera, action.
In the scene coming up, Bassanio has to reach Belmont as suitors have reached there to ask for Portia's hand by choosing the right casket for her. But he does not have enough money to court the rich heiress Portia. So he goes to seek help from Antonio, who is in the market with Graciano, who talks a lot and is very jovial.
Hey Antonio, you look sad. I am sure you don't keep this serious face to show yourself very wise.
My dear, when do you give me a chance to speak?
Oh, here comes Bassanio. I am sure he will give you enough chance to speak. I have to anyway leave. See you.
Oh, Antonio, I was desperately searching for you. I need your help. It's an urgency.
My friend, tell me, what can I do for you?
You are well aware that I love Portia, a beautiful and rich lady. I want to marry her. Men from all four directions are reaching Belmont to try their luck to get married to her. Her father has kept a peculiar condition. There are some caskets, one of which will contain Portia's portrait. The suitor that chooses the right casket gets to marry Portia. I also need to go, but to keep myself on an equal footing with those suitors, I need money. I'm short of it, so I need money from you.
Don't worry, my friend, I will help you. Though I have no money now, I have invested all my money in the ships upon the ocean, but I will not let my friend down. I will take loan from Shylock. Let's go.
Shylock to ask for money. Shylock is a merciless, cruel person. He is in his house taking account of his wealth. When Antonio comes to ask money from him, he grabs the opportunity to seek revenge from him, as he had always been jealous of Antonio, who would lend money to people without charging any interest.
Oh, Antonio. Oh, Bassanio. What brings you here today?
I am in need of some money, 3,000 ducats.
But why should I lend money to my enemy? You yourself lend money to people, and that too without charging an interest. You are spoiling my business by doing that.
Though I don't lend money on interest, but for my friend's sake today, I have come to you. You are well aware that my money is invested in the ships and he is in urgent need. I am ready to pay the interest to you.
But what is this surety? 3,000 ducats is not a small amount.
If I fail to pay you the money within 3 months, you can claim a penalty.
I give money for interest, but in your case, I will not take any interest. I want you to sign a bond. I will take 1 pound of your flesh from the part of your body nearest to your heart, in case you don't return the money within a time period of 3 months.
I am ready.
Antonio, don't sign the bond. Don't take this risk.
Don't you worry, my friend. My ships will return next month. We can return the money.
Here is the bond. Sign it now.
Antonio, think again.
Bassanio goes to Belmont with Graciano, his friend, to ask for Portia's hand. She is with Nerissa, her waiting woman. As per Portia's father's will, the suitor who comes to seek her hand in marriage has to choose from the 3 caskets of gold, silver, and lead, one of which contains her portrait. She stands beside those caskets and is ready to welcome her suitors.
Nerissa, which suitor do you think will choose wisely?
I hope the one who loves you truly, my lady. The Prince of Morocco is waiting outside. May I allow him in?
Yes, let him come.
Fair Portia, may I choose the right casket to win your love?
You must choose wisely, for if you pick the wrong one, as per the condition, you must never marry anyone.
The prince reads the inscription on each casket. He stops by the gold casket, which read,
Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. This gold casket promises riches, but riches alone do not endure.
He reads the inscription on the silver casket.
Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves.
He then reads the inscription on the lead casket.
Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath.
After a long dilemma, the prince opens the gold casket.
Oh, hey, what have you? A skull? This shows that all that glitters is not gold. I have lost my chance of Portia.
Enters the Prince of Aragon, another suitor.
Fair Portia, I am ready to try my luck.
Choose wisely, sir.
The Prince of Aragon reads the inscription on each casket.
Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. This silver casket promises fairness, but what I deserve may not be what I desire.
The prince opens the silver casket.
What's this? A fool said, this tells me I am a fool for thinking I deserve Portia. I must leave, for I have failed.
Oh, Nerissa, I hope I won't be disappointed this time.
Don't worry, dear. Have faith in God. He'll choose what's best for you.
Now enters Bassanio, the third suitor, with his friend Cristiano.
Fair Portia, I am here to choose the casket that will win your love.
Oh, choose wisely, Bassanio. Take your time. Do not hurry. Bassanio reads the inscription on each casket.
Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. This lead casket promises risk, but love is worth any risk.
Bassanio opens the lead casket.
A portrait of Portia? It means I have chosen rightly. I have won your love, Portia.
Oh, thanks, Bassanio. You have saved my life.
I am overjoyed.
Time flew away, and Bassanio did not realize that 3 months were over, and Antonio was in deep trouble with Shylock.
Oh, see, my friend Salarino from Venice comes here.
This is given by Antonio for you.
What happened, Bassanio? You look anxious.
Oh, dear Portia, I wish to tell you that I have lost all my wealth. And whatever I possess now is given to me by my friend Antonio. I am in debt to a dear friend, and I have put him in debt to his enemy in order to support me in coming here. He promised to repay the loan in 3 months, and now 3 months have passed, and all his ships have sunk. Have all Antonio's ships sunk?
Yes, and as 3 months' time has passed, he could not repay Shylock. Now, even if Antonio gets the money, Shylock will not take it. Shylock has pleaded his case to the Duke and has demanded for a pound of flesh from Antonio's heart. I have never seen a man as greedy as him and as eager to spite other man.
But you can take money from me and help your friend.
We will, but that villainous Shylock will not accept any money. He will have his bond. I must rush to Venice. I need to save my friend.
Oh, Nerissa, I think we must help Bassanio and his friend Antonio. I feel anxious. I think we must help them.
Certainly, Portia. Let's go to Venice, find out the deals, and help as best as we can.
But we must go in disguise, else they will refuse to take help from us.
Antonio, Cristiano, and Salarino reached Venice to the Duke's court, where Antonio and Shylock have been called for the trial. At the trial, Portia reaches disguised as a lawyer with Nerissa and cleverly finds a loophole that allows Antonio to live.
Well, Antonio's here, is he? Ready at your pleasure, your grace. I'm sorry for you. You have come to answer a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity and devoid of even a drop of mercy. Go and call Shylock to the court.
He is waiting at the door. Here he comes, my lord.
Tell me, Shylock, what's your case?
Thy grace. 3 months back I gave money to Antonio, which he was supposed to give me within a time period of 3 months. Since the time is expired, as per the bond signed by Antonio, now he should give me 3,000 ducats plus a pound of flesh from near his heart.
For your 3,000 ducats, here are 6.
If every ducat in the 6,000 were multiplied by 6, I won't take it. I want my bond.
How can you hope for mercy, not giving any yourself?
The pound of flesh that I demanded was expensive. It's mine and I'm going to have it. If you deny, then shame on your law. It means that laws of Venice have no force. I stand for justice. Answer, will I have it?
My lord, there's a messenger waiting outside. Just arrived from Padua with letter from the doctor.
Bring me the letters. Call the messenger in.
Waiting man escorts the messenger to the bench. He is in fact Nerissa.
Have you come from Padua, from Bellario?
From both, my lord. Bellario sends his compliments to your grace.
This letter from Dr. Bellario mentions that he is sick and recommends a young and a learned lawyer to our court. He has explained the case to the young lawyer and places complete trust in his wisdom. Call him. Where is he?
He is waiting nearby for your answer, whether you will admit him or not.
Call him with due respect.
Good morrow, thy grace.
You are welcome. Are you acquainted with the dispute that occupies this court today?
I'm fully briefed on the case. Who is the merchant and who is Shylock?
Antonio and Shylock both come forward.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
And are you the defendant?
Yes.
Your suit is an unusual one, but it stands up legally and Venetian law can't challenge its validity. You are in some danger from the suit of his, aren't you?
Yes, that's what he claims.
Do you admit to this debt?
I do.
Then you will have to be merciful.
On whose authority must I? Tell me that.
Mercy is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute of God Himself. Therefore, although justice is your aim, think about this. None of us would be saved if we depended on justice alone. We prayed for mercy, and in seeking it ourselves, we learn to be merciful. If you insist on pure justice, however, then this serious Venetian court has no alternative other than to pronounce sentence against the merchant there.
I will take the responsibility for my deeds. I am insisting on the law. That's the penalty and forfeit of my bond.
Is he unable to pay you the money?
Look, here's the money. Take it.
Please, let me see the bond. This bond is valid. Accordingly, Shylock may lawfully claim a pound of flesh to be cut by him nearest the merchant's heart. A pound of that merchant's flesh is yours. The court awards it, and the law allows it.
Most rightful judge.
One moment, Mr. Shylock. There is something else. This bond doesn't allow you a drop of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. But if, in cutting it, you shed one drop of blood,
Under the laws of Venice, your lands and goods are subject to confiscation to the state of Venice.
Is that the law?
You can see that for yourself. As you urge justice so strongly, be assured that you will have more justice than you want.
Okay then, I will take this offer then. Pay 3 times the bond and let Antonio go.
Here's the money. Here's the money. Take your money.
Not so fast. Shylock will have full justice. He will have nothing but the penalty.
Give me my capital and let me go.
Here's the money. Take it and go.
He has refused it in the open court. Shylock will have only justice.
Well then, may the devil give him the benefit of it. I won't stay and argue this any longer.
Wait, Mr. Shylock. The law has another hold over you. As per the Venetian law, you have plotted against the life of the defendant, and you have therefore incurred the penalty of giving half of your fortune to the government and half to Antonio as punishment. Kneel therefore and beg the Duke for mercy.
This is how justice is done. Shylock walks off in shame. Portia and Nerissa reveal their identities. Antonio gets rid of the debt, and Bassanio gets rid of the guilt of putting his friend in guilt.
I hope you all liked the play and enjoyed it thoroughly. All is well that ends well. This play gives us the message of righteousness, justice, and true friendship. Let's celebrate the happy ending with a celebration dance.
Feliz.